Morning YTPC. I hope you guys are doing well today. Got a couple of boxes. One of them's boring, but I'll mention it anyway. It's from Amazon, and what I got is I got an 8-pack of these Zippo refills. So there's 8 each, actually. So there's 8 Flint refill canisters, and each one of these has, like, I think 6 genuine Zippo Flints in it. And then there's another like 8 of these wicks. So this is pretty cool. You can get like it's a big pack that has 8 of each, and the pack itself is under $10, and it's just super cheap. Highly recommend checking that out on Amazon rather than buying them one at a time, because I'll probably never have to buy any again. But and this is kind of funny. I thought I'd mention this. I don't see people like actually talking about this much. In fact, even in videos where they're specifically talking about lighters and Zippos and the anatomy of a Zippo and how a Zippo works and all that, and I still see them skip this all the time, just weird to me. But anyway, this is your Zippo, of course, and this is of course where you fill it. Now I'm not saying you don't know this, because you guys probably read, but it says right there, lift to fill. Lift to fill. And there it is. It's probably backwards, but anyway, lift to fill. So I don't understand why that's hard to figure out. But people tend to just kind of like take the lighter fluid, stick it right in that hole, and fill it up that way. Well, I mean, it works, but it's just not a very good way to saturate the cotton. The point is to lift this up, stick it in there, and really saturate the cotton. So that leaves a lot of people saying, well, okay, great, but what is that hole for then? Oh, it's for a whole different thing entirely. So what you do is you take your flints, and you pop one out. I've got one here, and so it's tiny, but there's the flint, right? I'm gonna put that flint in that hole. Now, if I'm lighting my lighter and it won't light, guess what? There's a flint in there already. And say I don't have a screwdriver either, but I need to remove this. This thing, I mean, you can scratch it up this way, so I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you have to. But there's a reason that this is all built for this purpose. You can actually put this in here and operate the screw that will release your flint so that you can get your flint out, pop a new one in from your spare, and you're back to lighting your lighter as normal. So there you go. Cool, huh? That's what that little hole is for. So I'm gonna get to the cool part of the YABO. As I said, I'm sure many of you people already knew that. This is from my buddy Paul. This is a friend I made kind of recently on Twitter, and we were just talking about tobaccos and whatnot. And I told him that I had scored some Stonehaven on that last Esoterica drop, and not just like a tin, but the big 8-ounce bag. And I was pretty excited. And he was like, "Oh man, I love Stonehaven, and I wish I could find some, but I haven't been able to find anything in a long time." I said, "Buddy, let me send you some. I'm not going to smoke up 8 ounces anytime soon. It's not an everyday smoke for me. I really like it, but it's not like an everyday thing." Anyway, he said, "Cool, well, let me send you some." And so I said, go ahead. He sent me some stuff. I said, well, there's some stuff I haven't tried. Anyway, he kind of told me what he had, and I gave him some ideas of what was interesting to me. I have a bunch of Petersons, but what I don't have is I don't have Sherlock Holmes. I've always kind of wanted to have it, just to have some Sherlock Holmes, just to check that out. So now I've got some Peterson Sherlock Holmes. That's not all he sent me. I'm not exactly sure what he sent me, actually. Oh, look at this. Here we go. He did mention this. Here is a almost full can of GLP's Odyssey. Let's see, Cairo. That's weird. He said it was Odyssey. It even looks like the can to Odyssey. Odyssey can looks just like that. Well, now I'm not really sure what it is, unless they renamed Odyssey. But he did say it was Odyssey, and this is Cairo. I don't know. That's interesting. I'm not sure if I don't know if I'm familiar with Cairo. That's interesting. Well, this is going to be a big surprise. I'm not sure what this is. But anyway, it's, yeah, he's like, you know what? In fact, this barely looks smoked at all. I thought he said he'd smoked it once and didn't really enjoy it that much and wanted to pass it on and let somebody else try it. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. But there's something else in here that I'm really excited about. And oh, brother, this is like way more than I thought you were going to send. Holy smokes. This is a bag of GLP Meridian. Now, I've been talking about this. Who's that? Who's been talking about Meridian? I want to say it's Public Piper. Somebody's been talking about Meridian lately, and it's really getting me want to try some out. And now I've got this enormous bag of Meridian that I can't wait to dig into. Because I'll tell you what, I love Quiet Nights. Really, just that whole Old London series is good stuff for me. Gaslight was a little strong nicotine-wise, but it's good stuff. So yeah, I just ordered some Chelsea Morning, but I didn't order any Meridian because he said that he was going to send me some, and so yeah, he just that's awesome. I'm going to jar that up, and that's going to be my stash of Meridian, and I have a feeling I'm going to like it enough to start ordering more. But that was much appreciated. Now, Paul is not really in the YTPC, although I keep trying to get him converted to the dark side. But we'll see. But anyway, if he's out there, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. And he actually just survived the Carolina. He's in South Carolina, and the hurricane luckily passed him up. So that's we're thankful for that. Anyway, again, thank you, Paul, and thank you guys for checking out the little YABO, and I hope that some of you benefited from some knowledge on Zippos, maybe who weren't as familiar with them. And anyway, I hope that you guys are having an awesome smoke this morning. So until next time, Redstone out.